David, it's very nice to meet you. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. And you? How are you?
I'm great. I'm very intrigued by this film, and I'd love to know how you first heard about it and knew that it was the right project for you.
Well, this project came because Oliver just contacted me because he knew my music before, and he thought it would be or I would be the right one to or the right composer to convey his vision. Is he had a very specific idea about like the what the music should be, or at least what place it should have in the film, and he thought that was the right one to do so. So yeah, I read the script and then decided to embark on this journey with Oliver for a few years now. Yeah.
I feel like the music is such a big part of the film, and I'm wonder what the experience of reading the script was like because at the finished product, the music is so much of it, and obviously a script you can't describe the music the way that you would hear it. So how did you hear the music in the script that you read?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it was a really long process to come because I came in the project pretty early on, about 2 years before they started shooting. So I had the time to conceptualize and also to work with Oliver to make it to so that the music would fit his vision. But the first phase with Oliver was a lot more about finding common grounds and like finding a common vocabulary together. So we listened to a lot of music together. We came to Berlin, stayed at my place, and we were just drinking coffee and listening music all day. That's what we did for a few sessions each time, for a few days, and then once we had set this common culture and common vocabulary, I showed him like or made him listen to a lot of music from my vinyl records collection, and he made me listen to things that he liked and so on. So we found something, where we thought, okay, we can work together. Like it was, so we had the same language for the work that was about to come. And then I started to to like sort of like try to find the right texture, which was I think the most difficult part of the process, like finding the right amount of like the right texture for his images and for the spiritual journey he wanted to convey, because the score is not only about techno, it's about like the dissolution of it throughout the film.
You also have sequences where people are dancing to and celebrating the music, and other sequences where the music is creating the tension, and our characters are, if they had heard the music, would not be happy to hear the music because it's underscoring tragic events in their lives. Do you feel like
Yes.
there's a sort of ebb and flow to it like that?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there's also a ebb and flow between diegetic and non-diegetic music, or extra diegetic. At least it's like, and these shift or these sort of tension between those two are is like really a center of the work we've been doing, because there's conceptually no difference between like uh, the moment where they dance and they are, it's the music that they actually listen to, and then like sometimes it just shifts slowly, and then it becomes the score that underlines or emphasizes the dramatic events that happen, or at least the what happens in the journey, in their journey. Yeah.
Well, I imagine in many cases the sound was added separately. How do you take into account the desert and the way that that amplifies sound?
Again, yeah, but the texture of the desert played a big role in that part. Like, I guess I used a lot of my memories and my own experience of like being myself in the desert, playing as a DJ in the desert as well. I did some raves, also actually in Moroccan desert myself, and I was also in the rave where that we shot for the film, but that was, then long after I composed most of the music. Most of the music was composed on the script, like 80-90% of it before we before we starting shooting. Yeah, but the desert was always there. Especially the textures, the sand, the rocks, these really mineral and these particles, like this idea of disintegration and dust, which is,
What was your work?
part of the cycle, and the idea of like of how to the desert is like a is like a backdrop, or like a blank canvas on how to think about death.
What kind of work did you do with the sound team to enhance that and make sure that in the finished product it really comes across as sometimes crushing and sometimes just
Yeah,
guiding?
yeah, that was we try to blend the sound design and the score so that they fit together. And also myself as a composer, I used the texture of the wind, the texture of like rocks and sand, and like granular textures as a base for the composition and the sound research for sure.
You had a chance to see the film with a number of audiences, and do you find people, sort of moving in their seats?
Yeah, a lot of people tell me that yeah, in some scenes they really wish they could like just get up, and dance. And some people did sometimes, like it happened. Yeah, yeah, but you can feel the tension. Like I'm happy that like that the audience really feels uh inside the story, and not like just as a comfortable spectators from the outside. But we try to make the Sirāt as much as an experience as possible. And it's not a film with a typical narrative uh, line or story. Like it's a film which is very immersive in nature. So I try to work the sound and the composition that way, like to really bring the audience inside the film through the music and through their emotional response to music. Yeah.
I'd say if it hasn't happened already, I feel like there's a great opportunity for an outdoor screening in the desert, using the same kind of speakers we see in the film, and everyone can just be there and really, really get into it.
I hope it happens.
Well, this feels like such an ambitious and really sort of intense project. Do you feel like you could do another film after this, or this is really like this is it? Like this is the height.
I'm well aware that it's going to be a tough act to follow, and obviously I'm very grateful for Oliver to bring me on these amazing journey so far. And let's see where it goes. Um, well, I mean, it's still something I want to explore, and I think probably there's not going to be many projects like Sirāt, but maybe there will be things that can, where I can still develop some of the ideas, and also develop these particular sound or particular way of working that I've been developing there. Yeah, it's really a fascinating subject for sure.
What do you have coming up otherwise in the world of your music?
Well, I'm mostly busy with just touring the world with DJing and live shows. So I have like many shows coming up. Like I'm in one week I'm gonna be closing Berghain, which is this rather well-known club in Berlin. But so I'm doing the closing slot. So it's gonna be a 8 hours slot at the end of the weekend. Really looking forward to that. I've been doing this slot. I've done this slot already 2 times, but it's always like a very special journey. I need to be prepared physically and mentally. So that's what I'm doing. And then like a few days later, I'm gonna go to Thailand to play in a festival in the nature outside. No, so very different context, very different yeah environments, but always the same passion for sure for it.
I'd love to know if you've had the chance to see any films recently where the score is really sticking with you.
Um, Recently, what did I see where which one I saw? Um,
Doesn't have to
oh
be
yeah,
that recent.
I really love the one I recently saw Train Dreams from Bryce Dessner. I really liked it. I thought it was very emotional and delicate. Really like this what he did on this. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, it's been a pleasure speaking with you. I look forward to hearing whatever is next for you, but for now, just getting to bask in the unique glow of this film sound.
Yeah. Well, thank you. It was really nice to talk to you.